The music budget was $25,000.
All in, for everything.
Including his fee, including any musicians that we had to get to play,
Had to pay whoever
including
was gonna play
copying
an
down the
instrument.
notes, including the
pay
truck
for the
that would
studio
have to
time. Which
move the
included
harp
his
musicians.
fee, the fee for the studio rental, tape, copy the score, pay the musicians. Everything had to come out of that $25,000 budget.
So when the producers walk in and we had a 3-hour session with about a 32-piece orchestra, they looked at Bill and said, "How are you going to make any money on this thing? Bill, how are you ever going to make any money?
Bill, how are you going to make any money?
Jesus, Bill.
How are you ever going to make any money?
Because all the money went to the music. That's why it sounded the way it did. Well, originally, the last scene, after he loses the fight, the crowd carries Apollo Creed out, and they carry Rocky out on their shoulders. And as he's being carried out, he sees Adrian. He reaches down, pulls Adrian up on their shoulders, and the two of them go out. I think the last line in the script was the happiest day of their life, or whatever. So when it came time to shoot that at the end of the fight, the AD came over to me and said, "We don't have enough extras to carry out." Well, obviously the same extras were going to carry out Sylvester. Right? Well, Sylvester heard this, and he said, "Wait a second, maybe Rocky doesn't get carried out. He didn't win the fight. Maybe nobody pays any attention to him. Maybe he just walks down the aisle and he sees Adrian, and they walk off together hand in hand." Well, that sounded very poetic. So I said, "Okay, let's do that." Well, I'm putting the picture together, and Bill Conti comes in with the last cue. Well, it was incredible. It reminded me of those Clairol commercials where the boy and the girl come running together across the field of wheat and daisies. So I said, you know, this is a great cue, but I don't have the footage to go with this. Why don't we keep Rocky in the ring, and Adrian come running to him saying, "Rocky," and he'll yell, "Adrian, Adrian," like he's this wounded bull elephant. And then they get there and clinch. He says, "I love you," we're out. So, you know, the producers didn't want to hear about this because we've already shot the thing. So I took just some footage that we had and cut it together against the music. I said, now just imagine if instead of her just standing there looking, she's battling through the people to get there with that music behind her. Right? So they finally said, "No, all right, well, you only have half a day." So we go back to the place with about 20 extras to walk in front of the camera, look like, you know, keep the crowd thing going. Marty Scorsese's about to do New York, New York for them, which they thought was going to be the big movie. And Marty had been a gopher for me in my first short when he was a student at NYU. So we borrowed his camera equipment and went back to this little back to the arena with a small group of extras walking in front of the camera, make it look like a crowd, and we shot that ending. And without that ending, and without Bill Conti's music, I don't think I'd be sitting here.
I love you.